Hello, gang. We're gonna do something fun tonight, a bit different from what I normally do. Um, I've I'm watching my big screen here. I'm gonna talk something about casino and staying in control. It's gonna be brief. We're going off just some key things. Okay, hopefully it can help. So the first thing we're going to talk about is about gaming, and we're talking about casino gambling. Okay, um, it should be one of many pastimes, activities in a range of activities. In other words, gambling should not be. Uh, Again, I'm reading that playing games chance is your only. Okay, if playing games of chance is your only activity, you increase the chance, and believe me, it's true, of losing total control over your gaming habits and your lifestyle. So when we talk about gaming, it should be part of a healthy group of activities. Some people could like to take a hike. Some people would like to spend family game night, table games. Some people would like to sit down every week on a men's support group, a women's support group, boys' night out, girls' night out, movie night. If you have a good mix, then you can sincerely say, yeah, I do have a good mix. So the less chances that gaming is going to take control of your life. Okay? Because if that's your only activity, we have issues. Uh, it's always about balance in lifestyle. Gaming, again, should be a small part of your life activities. Okay? Second thing we talk about is when you gamble, and we're talking in particular slot machines, same thing with roulette, same thing with blackjack, anything. But set your limits. Limits, limits, limits. What are you willing to spend? You're gonna go there with $300. You going to spend $300. You're going to spend 1 hour, 10 minutes there, 6 hours, 10 hours. Uh, so you need to budget your timing, your spending limits, and do your best and make an effort. Over time, it becomes easier. When you go to a casino, we're talking brick and mortar. Online, I'm going to have another thing about that shortly. So when you go a night out, a day out, okay, um, set a limit, the amount of time you want to play, whether it's by the minute, by the hour. If you're by the day, well, you got a problem. Okay. Always make a habit to stick to your limits because it's easy to get carried away. You stick to your limits. And what do we mean by limits? A spending limit and the time you're going to be there. Take a look at the time. Don't let it run away from you. Take a break. Go for a coffee. Go for a 7-Up. Go for a walk. Go for a cigarette. Walk around. Absorb. Refresh. Sit down, play. Don't just keep playing, 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 playing. The mind is going to start tearing up when you do that. Okay? But again, keep an eye on your budget, keep an eye on your time. Very important. Included is set yourself, whether it's limits or sort of a schedule, I would say. It's very hard because even myself now, I'm trying, but that's a hard part for me where we want to try to set a limit how many times a month I'm going to go to brick and mortar. how many times a week I'm going to gamble, what amount I'm going to gamble online to stream some videos as I'm trying to develop a YouTube channel. Again, as if you notice, my bets online are very small because that's my budget for online gambling. So there we go. My budget based on the time I want to gamble. That's why you're seeing a lot of 20-cent bets. There will be days where I'm going to bet $1, $10, $5 on a spin or roulette. But at this moment, I've set a budget and I've set a time limit. You do that, you'll enjoy the game a lot more and prevent consequences. And there's one thing I want to tell you, if you play longer, it will not improve your chances of winning whatsoever. You're playing games of chance, and more chance than not is you will lose more. Okay? More on this later. Okay. Look at gambling as entertainment, not as a way to earn a living or to make money. Anyone who wants to earn a living and make money, 99.99999999999% of us do not make a living gambling. Most of us end up on the negative side. You may win sometimes. In the long run, again, 99.9999999% of players will lose more money than they win. This is how casinos and gambling establishments are profitable and stay in business. They don't stay in business by dishing out more than they bring in. It's called the house advantage, okay? Again, you'll hear it again from me. Budget, 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 okay? Bet only the amount of money on a session you can afford to lose. Make sure you only spend a portion of the money you've set aside for entertainment. Never use money that you need for life's essentials. Your rent, your mortgage, your food, your bills, your transportation, whether if you're in school, your tuition, if you're a business person, money that you need to put in the business to increase. And always, I said this before in a video, please always leave your bank cards and credit cards at home when you go gambling. It is a recipe for disaster, as strong as one can be. It is a recipe for disaster. Okay, there are horror stories of people going to the tellers 20 times in one night. I mean, I've seen it. So always go there with a preset budget, and that will keep it good for you. When you bet your money, remember, you are taking the risk you're going to lose everything. That's why you go there with money you can afford to lose, never with money that you need. The entertainment value is gone from that. What I said before, look at gambling as entertainment, not as a way to make money. So here's another point from Loto, Quebec. Losing is part of the game. Don't try to win back your losses. I agree 100% with this. If you try to make the money you lost in gambling, you will, and I stress, you will likely lose even more. Look at your losses as a cost of playing the game of chance, which goes back to my previous point. Bet only the amount you can afford to lose. I mentioned set a budget, and when you lose, you walk away and live to fight another day. Don't try to win back your losses. This is very important. It happened to me where I was up like a couple of $1,000. I was so tired, and within 10 minutes, I lost it all because, okay? Don't play if you're feeling depressed, anxious, tired, fatigued, angry. If you have any fierce emotions, It is very difficult to make informed decisions when you're going through difficult times, whether in life or at the casino. If you feel stressed, believe me, if somebody angers you there, believe me, chances are you will do things and the consequences will be in the negative. Try to play with a clear mind. And again, we come to the point of your budget. You know you can afford to lose $300 today or $500 today, and you're willing to lose it without getting upset, then you don't have to worry about playing depressed, anxious, or under stress. The moment you feel that, the moment you start feeling tired, stop, stop, stop. 99.9 times out of 100, you won't have good results. This is very important. When I was an alcoholic and I used to do drugs, I used to go there playing stoned at the casinos. And now in sobriety for over a year, what I can tell you is, okay, never, don't play under the influence of alcohol or illicit drugs or drugs that affect your mind. Playing when under the influence of alcohol and drugs almost always leads to poor decisions at the casino. In other words, if I'm at the casino and I'm budgeting and I win $500 with a clear mind, the money goes in my gamble box right here. It's locked, goes in my pocket. I can't spend the winnings. If I'm under the influence, I wouldn't even think of this. I would say, oh, I'm so loose, I'm so I'm indestructible. Ego comes into effect. Rationale, reasoning. When you're under the influence, you don't reason, you act compulsively, behaviors change, and bad things can happen. And then you end up home regretting it the next day. Remain realistic. The outcome of a game is random and unpredictable, and this is ever so true. Even though games of chance are designed to give players the illusion that they can control the game, like the quick stops, etc., and the illusion that you're one hit away, so close, the drums are filling, the outcome, no matter what, is always unpredictable. The amount of time and money you spend playing are the only factors that you have under your control. So you have no control of the game. What you have control is your budget, the amount of time of play. And of course, when it comes to selecting which machines, which table games to play, etc., that you have in your control. Choosing the right volatility of machine, choosing the extreme volatile machines, playing to try to build bankroll, playing after a win to try to make a bigger score. You have control over that. What you absolutely have no control, and it's all an illusion, is the outcome of the spin. Remember that. So with all due avail, that's it for now. I don't want to make a long video. I'm going to give you an idea how random number generators and RTP. Okay, if I was a casino right now, let's say I just right in here built a casino. I invite 10 friends over. I give each one a loonie, a dollar coin. And I tell everybody, spin. Heads, you make double your money. Tails, you lose everything. So 8 of my friends spin heads. I have to pay out $16. I got back 10. So the payback percentage was 160%. On the next spin, Same thing happens. Boy, I'm the house, I'm losing all kinds. So now imagine from 10 people, I gave everyone in US, Mexico, and Canada, and a bunch of other countries a loonie, a dollar coin. 1 billion people. And I told everybody to spin. I bet because of the magnitude of the numbers, it'll be as close as possible to half being heads, half being tails. So I basically will return 100% of what the people paid me to play back to the players. So how do I change it? Very simple. I want to return 90% back to the player so I can have a 10% edge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you, 1 billion people, you give me $1 each. You flip the coin. If you get heads, I'll give you $1.90 back. If you get tails, you lose. So 500 million players hit. So I would have to pay at 1.9, $450 million from the 1 billion I got in. I would have to pay $450 million out. Hold on, man, I'm tired. Okay, let's do it this way, okay? So I'm going to forget I can't do calculations on the high limit right now. Okay, let's say I give 1,000 people this, but extend that to 1 billion so we know we get 50-50. So 500 hit tails, 500 hit heads. They each paid me $1, so I got $1,000 in the house. So the 500 who hit the heads and won, I would give them their dollar back, which is $500, and I would give them $450 back. So $950 would go out. I would keep $50. That's the house edge. You see, to explain. So if I hope it makes sense what I'm saying. Okay, that's how I would influence the return to player. So 1,000 players spin, I got $1,000 in, 500 win, I pay $1.90 to the 500. So 500 plus 450 is 950, goes out. I brought in 1,000, I make $50. There's my 5%, my 10% house edge. Okay, so that's how the return to player. So it's based on a large scale of spinning. So that's it for now. Keep it fun, keep it awesome. And what I said is basically very good advice. It's not a system to win. Nobody can tell you how to win at the casino. They can give you little tips, little techniques, how to improve your odds. But again, keep it for entertainment. Guys, peace out. Got my lucky hat on, my Abe Lincoln hat. And we'll talk a bit later, okay? I'll be doing a series of these videos based on research. Watch from my stream on Friday night, but 100% on Saturday. I'm going to do a full stream. We're going to be doing some gambling at Lotto Quebec site, fully regulated. We're going to do a few spins at Wynn's Casino online, and we're going to do a little bit of horse racing. I got my friend Herbert Mumfries, his nickname, Stevie Weavy coming in, and I have Ace coming in. He recently did a 5-year ban on brick and mortar Ontario casinos, but he's got a lot of knowledge to share with everyone. So guys, take good care. Peace out. I'm just going to jump over and turn my phone off.